All right. Welcome YouTube. Mark Laser One here, and I am celebrating my 1,000th video right here. Wow, man, it's been a long 4 years, but I finally got to the 1,000 shoot video. Oh wow. Uh, so I wanted to do a special little thing. Um, with the seeing how this is our 1,000. So what I decided to do was I was going to take look at all the different videos on my channel and pick out the top videos according to views. So I'm gonna do a top 20 of all the different videos that we done over the past 4 years. So hey, hope you enjoy, and I'm gonna run through the list uh, and try to make this video as short as possible, but it's probably gonna be a long one. But hey, shoot, let's get started. All right, number 20, we got a tie between the new SEC Football Dynasty introduction and the recent trailer that I made, which was surprising that it could make this list because I hadn't too long done it. But you can see the number of views both video has got so far, and how long ago they was done. Now, the one thing that I was gonna do while I'm doing this was I was gonna remove all the sounds and just show you a brief of each of the videos, just a brief, not the whole video, like a few seconds, and then also I was going to the like when we get to the number one video. But anyway, we're just gonna do, like I said, when we get to number one video, I was gonna let that one play in its entirety. But anyway, as you can see, I was pretty much just acknowledging the channel that motivated me to even do a SEC Dynasty, because at the time I was doing Lake Placid as a individual team dynasty, and then I was doing Alabama Tech at the time as well as a different dynasty. And so basically I was just like I said, just introducing the conference as a whole on this video. And then when I did the trailer video, I just put together a lot of different games and whatever I did for the SEC Dynasty, and then a little XRL and some other stuff that I already done, and then some things that I was planning on doing and getting to, and you know, just showing some of the new stuff, some of the CBX, some of the CCBA, some of the Dream League baseball, just different stuff. And it was just gonna be like a trailer that we're gonna run for a while before I figure out a new trailer, and a couple of things that I wanted to do down the road. That's all. Okay, so now the next video, which as you can see, I forgot to put the number, but this is number 19. We have what happened video, and as you see, 53 views. Wow. What this video was explaining what happened, because some things got changed with my my account, my computer. I had to reboot my computer. I lost the video editing that I had, so I had to find a new one. And and so forth. In fact, this is the editing video I'm using now is my third one that I done had. It's like as soon as I get used to one. But yeah, that's all that this video was, just talking about all the different things that happened to where I had to make some changes, where I lost a few things, and it's just, that's what happened. And I decided to just take the two Bama schools and just had like just let them just play while I was just talking about what happened, and whatever fixes I could come up with, and so on and so forth. So that's all this video was. And as you can see, we have a tie at the 18th spot, as we have the first meeting between Lake Placid against Rhode Island. That was like my 33rd video that I actually did. 33rd, it's something like that. And like I said, it was early on. And then a video I did, actually I got the dates wrong on the second video. The second video was a team builder that I did with the Pacifica. It was one of the videos that I was doing with the second editor that I had, and I was just going through some of the different teams that I created. So I did them kind of separate. As you see, Boston State is on here as well, but they had a separate video, and that's basically what these two videos were. The mistake that I made was that Pacifica was done 4 months ago, not 4 years ago. But that was a team builder video. Okay, at number 17, we had a highlight video from season 1, defense at 55 view, and it was tied with season 2 game versus Rhode Island. Well, what was it about Lake Placid and Rhode Island? That just started as that dynasty. But you know, they had some good games because, you know, Lake Placid wasn't that strong at the time. But that was my first my first highlight video, because I did an offensive video first, but this is my first defensive video that I did, recapping the season, or a season. Look at Kane with that tackle right there. Whoa, look at that hit right there. Yeah, I had much fun with making this one. I really did. And like I said, this rivalry with Lake Placid and Rhode Island, it had to be something to it, because this was season 2 battle, and it makes the top 20 list, which is I think it's 25 videos, because we have a couple of videos that's tied. But yeah, it makes the list. And as you can see, it was another close one. All right, now we have number 16. As you can see, it was another team builder, but new SEC dynasty, and it was the roster breakdown, schedule breakdown of Shiloh, Bama Tech, Mississippi Tech, and it came in at number 3 among the different SEC breakdowns that we was doing for the kicked off the first season. And that was pretty much all this video was just running down the rosters and the schedule. So that's pretty much all that was. As I said before, just a rundown. All right, we got a tie at number 15. Both of them got 61 views. We got a season 6 conference championship game, and And then we have the first game day of the new SEC football dynasty. Now in the first one, the conference championship game, we had Lake Placid taking on Delaware in the snow. And it was at the conference, the American East Conference championship game, which is hard to believe that's the most viewed of the conference championship games that I did with Lake Placid, because we had some better games with Pittsburgh than that one. And as for the new SEC, this was supposed to be like week one, opening week. Man, and we had a bunch of teams playing, and this was just the part one of all the different new SEC teams that were playing. This is not even part two, where you had the later games during that day. Okay, coming in at number 14 with 62 views is the Meet the Team video, the first season of Lake Placid Dynasty. This is where I did a video and just did a quick rundown of some of the top players that was on the team at the time. I just basically just recorded the best offense and defensive plays of the practice session that I had, and put a little information about each of the different players, and pretty much went from there. But yeah, this was all this video was. It was what was the song that I used? Pac-Man, Pac-Man Fever. Yeah, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You got to check it out though. Like I said, I'm not putting the sounds with the original sounds with these videos, because some of them had copyright issues, so I'm trying not to do that in the 1000th celebration. All right, so now we have a tie for number 13, as we have another SEC new SEC breakdown, and we have a music box video. So like I said, the first video we have like I said, another roster breakdown, another schedule breakdown. You just saw the 4 teams that was on this particular video. So this was the group that finished in second when it came to the roster breakdown. And then we had Jeffrey Osborne. This was a song with the music box that I really didn't think that would view so high. I really didn't. But surprisingly, it's number 2 on the music box video music list. Anyway, those are those 2 videos right there. All right, so at number 12 we have season 3 episode 14 versus Maine. Lake Placid taking on Maine in the Maine game. 66 views 3 years ago. And they're playing in the snow. This was like the state rivalry game here. This was the game where Lewis really showed out. Couldn't quite get that out, but yeah, he was the big difference in this game for the Crocodiles in a defensive struggle, 13-9. And my phone is going off. All right, that's that video. Okay, coming in at number 11 is a bit of a surprise for me. Is the Maine State Championship for the high school. Portland taking on Winslow. And to be honest, I really didn't think one of the high schools would games would even get on this list. But it was a state championship, and I think it was season 5, so it was right about this time where I wasn't actually showing the entire high school season, just running down to the just showing the championship game. And and All-State, and you know, doing like a recap of the season. But yeah, that's number 11, Portland against Winslow. Okay, coming in at number 10, we are the home stretch. All right, number 10, we have Alabama Tech Season 1, Episode 2, Meet the Team. It's the same introduction video that I did with Lake Placid. Just taking a practice and just cutting it into a video. And what that song I use? Icky Thump, something like that. Aquaman theme song. There, that one. Anyway, yeah, I had fun doing this one too. But that's number 10. All right, the next video, this to me is like the biggest shocker that's on this list. At number 9, we have Girl Fight, the demo. And the thing about this game, man, I was just messing around. You know, I downloaded the demo and I played it and I recorded it and everything. And I put it online just to see what kind of feedback I would get. And it did really good. I was planning on buying the entire game and doing a series on it, or at least doing a series. But this was for the 360, and I can't even get my 360 to even hook up online now for whatever reason. Like ever since I hooked up the Xbox One, the 360 is like whatever, dude. So I wasn't able to buy this particular game. I hadn't seen it on Xbox One, and I've been trying to find. Ooh, did you see that kid? I was been trying to find a replacement ever since, but I wasn't able to. But yeah, this looked like it was pretty fun game. But it comes in at number 9. All right, now here we go. Out of all the movies that I reviewed, this one, let's go to the movies and movie talk. Out of all the ones, this is the one that got some traction, and this is Scooby-Doo Batman Brave and the Bold. And I'm surprised by that one being so high on the list, but as you can see, it's number 8. It must be a combination of Batman fans and Scooby-Doo fans. But hey, I had fun watching the movie. I had fun reviewing it. So hey, it is what it is. But it's number 8. All right, here we go. At number 7, we have the very first trailer that I made a year ago with 88 views for this particular trailer. I was this was just before I had to reboot everything. That I was really gonna try to do a little bit of everything. I was just starting to tinker around with the rugby, and there was a few other things I was looking at as well. Milo Briggs series and just a few other. I was looking at a handball series, girls soccer, women's soccer. Yeah, so it just didn't work out that way because of the fact that I had to reboot my computer and everything. I was gonna do this wrestling right here, but anyway, that was the trailer, and it stands at number 7. The Batman. All right, now we're looking at video number 6, coming in at number 6 with 97 views. 3 years ago, the Alabama Tech Generals football dynasty. And you know, a pretty good chunk of the first season. I did on my trip. We went down to Mexico, so I did some recording down in Mexico. And hey, I enjoyed Alabama Dynasty. You know, the Tech, the Generals played in the SEC, and it was like the foundation of me wanting to just do an entire SEC conference. But yep, that's video number 6, and we're moving on to the next. All right, coming in at number 5 is my very first video with 98 views. This was the very first one. I was teasing the Lake Placid football dynasty, and this was like the first video that I actually did on YouTube and put on YouTube. So it's a short video, so I'm gonna let it run. I may even turn the volume up, but I'm gonna let it run. All right, so we have number 4, which is the new SEC again, and this time we got the custom conferences, where I realign all of the entire dynasty and put the teams in their respective divisions, and that's basically it. That's basically it with this one. Like I said, I didn't show too much of this video. Let's show the other conferences and how they was aligned, but you get the idea. You know, the SEC, baby. So what I did was I took all the old SEC teams out and put them in different conferences. You know, put some in the ACC, some of them in the I think I put the Mississippi teams in the pack. So yeah, I moved some teams around. But that's this video. All right, now at number 3, we got another new SEC roster and schedule breakdown, as it had 143 views a year ago, and I think he's starting to see in this top 20 why I was so big on trying to get a college football dynasty back up, and I was really trying to get back to what I started so I could move into season 2, because I had all kinds of plans for season 2 and some things that I was going to do, but wasn't able to do it, wasn't able to pull it off. So and as you can see, these videos, they still getting views. So do SEC, man. But yeah, this is number 3. Okay, coming in at number 2 video is the Divinyls. If I said that properly, Divinyls. And they did the song called Pleasure and Pain. And I'm not surprised that this song made the list. I'm surprised that it's all the way up at number 2, 144 views, and it was only done a year ago. So and as you can see, the weird effects right there. No, you're not on drugs. Those effects right there, you're seeing what I'm seeing. That came off my Xbox One. Excuse me, my 360. That came out my 360. So don't let the psychedelic effects throw you off. But yeah, number two, Pleasure and Pleasure and Pain, one of my favorite songs. I'm not playing it now, but go check it out. And I think you would like it if you hadn't heard it already. All right, and number one video um, out of my top 20 is the new SEC Football Dynasty team reveal, and it's the only one of my videos that is over 1,000 views. That's even got to 1,000 views. And I was like, wow. It took a while, didn't it? But hey, it got there, and I appreciate everyone that clicked on and watched it. In fact, I appreciate all the views, from one view all the way to 1.3K. So hey, I'm glad that somebody is liking these videos, and I really appreciate it. And I want to thank you for hanging in with me for the first 1,000 videos, and hope you'll still be with me for the next 1,000 videos. We do our 2,000 celebration. But that's gonna be it for me. Now I'm going to allow, well, if you're keeping score, um, the new SEC and Lake Placid each had seven. Had They both had seven video each on this list, and the ones that had two was the Music Box had two, Alabama Tech had two. They had two trailers on this list, and everyone else. Let's go to the movies. Movie videos one. We had one of the main high school videos one, and I guess, well, you had Girl Fight that was on here, and we had a team builder, and we had what happened. So if you keep a score, that's the score. So now what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm gonna get ready to let the reigning champion play, and the team. I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna let the volume play, and you'll see the video that is right now on this channel. When it comes to views, is the reigning champion. So without further ado, new SEC team review, and hey, thanks for being a part of this channel. All right, welcome YouTube to the new SEC Football Dynasty. This is the team reveal video where we'll go over the 12 new teams that'll be playing in the new SEC conference. Southeastern Conference. Anyway, this was the logo I was going to use for Florida A&T, but didn't work out that way. So Florida A&T will be known as the Sailfish. No S on the end. And as you can see, they got some pretty decent uniforms. When I punched in Florida A&T, this was like the best looking uniform. And I don't have any idea who made this team. So we're going to use them. And like all of the teams that I didn't make up, we're going to change all the names. And you see the head coach, Danny Langston. And as I'm putting down the stats, there goes the defense coordinator, Griffin. And the offensive coordinator, Hawkins. And all right, the next team, the Georgia Military College Bulldogs. I did not know that this was a real team. I already got it punched into the dynasty, so I can't change it. The only thing I can do is to make sure not to have any actual real players. So I went in and changed all the names. I like it because they really give me a SEC feel. And I was gonna do a military college from Georgia. I was gonna call it Georgia Military College. So I didn't know that was a real thing. I had a different name for them though. I was gonna call them the Charging Baronets. So you just saw the two head coaches. Now we got the Kentucky Christian Knights, which is a real team. Did not know that before this. So same rules apply, change names, and I know nobody on those rosters, not even gonna look at those rosters for the real players. So hey, this is what I had to do to fill out my squad, my conference. So like I said, I didn't know it was a real team. Greg Paxton is gonna be the head coach. And I wanted a Kentucky team, so I just punched in Kentucky, and out of all the Kentucky teams, this was the one that says that I like. This is the only one I like, and so other than the Kentuckys and whatever. So and then Shiloh Christian school. University, the Saints. Now, I didn't know they was a real school either, so like I said, I had to make sure that we do not look at their rosters and not change names and so on and so forth. When I saw the uniforms, man, it just screamed Notre Dame, Navy, that old football look. So I wanted that. And when I punched up Arkansas, I was just looking at for random names, and that what came up. That was one of the schools, and I saw the uniforms. It was a wrap. Stephen Pepper, the head coach. I'm looking at the coordinators, but yeah, I like those uniforms, man. All right, Central Tennessee Owl. I punched in South Tennessee, Southern Tennessee, couldn't get nothing. Then I said, okay, let's punch in Central Tennessee. Came up with the Owls, saw these uniforms, and I said, no way I'm gonna let that get away. No way. So yeah. And as you see, I had the entire team didn't have names, so I had to go in and names and do all that other stuff. And to find out there really is a place, a city called Central Tennessee. But as far as I know, there's no school or university or anything. Whatever that owl mascot is, I don't know where it came from. I just like what they did with these uniforms. All right, was going to be Gulfport. I was going to call them the Dolphins. Didn't work out that way. So we had the Gulfport College Warhawks. But when I couldn't find no Dolphins, I went with the Warhawks. I punched in this Gulfport because I enjoyed the vacation we had in Gulfport. So I wanted to school there. And I saw these uniforms, thought they was cool. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Rugby Army 1494. That was the person that came up with this, and I want to give him a shout out and give let them know, hey, I don't know who this person is, never seen a video, never seen this team on video. I'm trying to avoid other teams that I may have seen in a dynasty before. So just giving a shout out, give credit where credit is due. The other teams that are made up that I didn't do, there's one other team that I was able to find out who did it. The rest of them I have no clue. Okay, this team was going to be the Louisiana Lions, Louisiana A&M Lions. So I wasn't able to do the Lions because nobody had Lions, but that's what the idea I wanted. But I headaches with team builder. So we got the Cottonmouths. And when I saw them, hey, I said, we don't have an orange team that's just orange in the conference. So okay, let's go with this orange team. And then they bring a little green. I hadn't seen none of these teams that I didn't make. I have not seen their alternative uniforms. I want to be surprised. Okay, this is the Black Bears was going to be Mississippi Tech that I was going to do. So when I typed in Mississippi Tech, they give I saw different stuff. I saw this blue rating. I'm gonna tell you what, that MT messed me up because I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention that was Little Tennessee until after I put them in the dynasty. Oh, and a shout out for the person that did this team, F3 Razorback. This team, man, I just said, well, it's in there. They got the same logo. So I'm going to try to turn it into a rivalry between them and Middle Tennessee. Fighting over who's the real Blue Raiders, who had the logo and the idea and everything first, and neither one is willing to back down or change. So we're going to make it into a rivalry game. So I said, just having a little fun with it. Just having a little fun. That's what we're supposed to do. We're doing this thing. We're gonna try to have a little fun with this dynasty. And then this is one of the teams that I created. One of my favorites that I done myself. The Key West State, the Mighty Manatees. Look at that fella. Just look at him. Yeah. Sorry about that. Getting back to business. Manatee. And I did the color scheme basically off that logo. I try to get as a different shade of brown as I could, and a little gray. Just something different. This is like totally different from a lot of the uniforms that I've done in Team Builder. Because I only did like 19 teams, and I only had 4 Southern teams that I done, and this is one of them. And this is one of my favorite looking locations, so on and so forth, that I really like. And another one of my favorites, Northeast Alabama, the Kingfish. I like this group. I put them in Scottsboro, Alabama, home of a lot of fishing lakes. And like I said, I used the logo. Oh, we got a little glitch in there. I forgot to cut that out. Sorry about that. But I like that shade of green, and I use the tongue to get that little pinkish like look for the trimming. And I put the lettering and the fish, like one on one side of the helmet, one on the other. Try to give it a more unique look to most of the teams that I did Team Builder with, having both logos on the helmet. And then here's another one that I ain't too crazy about. They pretty much got in by default. They're in Texas, the Northeast Texas State. I mean, I like them. They just not. They're not at the top of my list. I was gonna throw them in somewhere else, but I said, well, I need 12 teams, so I took my 4 teams. And Texas, we're used to having Texas in the SEC, so I'm gonna keep them in the SEC. They're the Rangers. They're in Tyler, Texas. I like that. I do. Well, I was just trying to base some off the Lone Ranger, you know, the little picture logo. That's what I was, you know, looking at. And I mean it's all right. If you look at the jersey, the chest, you'll see a little star that's supposed to be like a badge, if you will. All right, and then you all know Alabama Tech, the Generals from their own dynasty. You know, I had to bring them in, based out of Huntsville, Alabama. Uh, One of my favorite uh, uniform combinations. And hey, I had to bring them in. Uh, so here they're part of this thing, new SEC, and hey, I hope you like it. But we're gonna get rolling with this pretty soon. Start playing games. But this is the team reveal. Go to the comments. Let me know whose team you like, what's your favorite teams, and who you're rooting for. Until then, you have a good one, and we'll catch you in the next episode.